Isaac's hotspot, so please be very gracious with us. Doing the best we can. Good throw by the quarterback number 1, and it's incomplete. I'm also on Facebook Live on Booneville Bearcats live stream. If Bearcats have they won the toss and deferred, and kicked off to the Eagles. About on second or third down, Daniel returned, interception about 30, 35 yards for a touchdown. Cats went for 2, and the 2-point conversion was no good. Ethan said we're on. So we do apologize.
Yeah, we're live.
All right. Again, do apologize to everybody. We are out here on the bleachers. We're right beside the band, so it's going to be loud all game long, which is fine by me. I like the band. But also it makes it hard to commentate the games. Your quarterback for the Eagles is going to be number 1. That's Gallery. He has 1 interception on the night. That was by Daniel. Again, he took it about 30, 35 yards for a touchdown. And that's the second penalty against the Eagles. The Cats went for 2. It was no good. And so that's where we're at. What's up, everybody, on Facebook Live? We got the YouTube going finally. So you can head over to Booneville Bearcat Sports on YouTube or go to boonevillebearcats.com. And got a pass by Gallery over there. Or Gailey, I'm sorry, that's Gailey, the quarterback, not Gallery. But you folks on Facebook, if you want to, I'm going to stop the live stream. Sorry for all the shakiness. I'm trying to hold the phone still. But head over to Booneville Bearcat Sports on YouTube or boonevillebearcats.com. It is up and working now. Again, we're going off Isaac's hotspot. So head on over there. Cats are up 6-0. Cats scored with 11 minutes to go in the first quarter with the interception return by Daniel. So catch you folks over on YouTube. And that's going to be a punt. It's going to be fielded by Brooks Herrera about the 41-yard line. He cuts back up to the middle. Got a pink flag out there. So, but coming into the night, Cats are number 3 in Class 3A. Mayflower is number 42 in Class 3A. Cats are 5-1 on the year, 2-0 on conference. Mayflower is 0-5, 0-2 in conference. Bearcats won last week and lost last week with a forfeit by Danville, so we got an automatic win and a conference win. And we also lost to Timpson, Texas, number 2 team in Class 2A1. 57-40. Both teams had 410 yards of offense. Both had 11 penalties. Cats fumbled on the opening drive last week, and I guess I can talk about that later in the game. But it's Brandon Ironman Ray on the keeper. Got one man to beat, and he's going to go down to the 25, 20, 15, 10. He's going to be tackled about the 5-yard line. Now, I was kind of waiting to see if there's going to be a flag over here on race, but luckily there wasn't. Got 9:53 left to go here in the first. We do got a running clock going. Got Isaac's phone set up, sort of on the clock, and I'll let Isaac explain a little bit of that.
It's not doing a very good job at the moment. It says we've got 1 point and they have 6 points.
Oh, well. So everything you're seeing on the live stream, as far as the score and the time, we're getting it off of their scoreboard. Rocky Ross is going to go in motion. He gets the pitch over here on the right-hand side, and he is going to – that's a touchdown, folks, from about 5 yards out. That's going to make it 12-0. Bearcats over the Eagles with 9:24 left to go here in the first. That's the first offensive touchdown for the Cats this year. The Cats have forced 12 turnovers coming into tonight's game, and they had forced a 13th turnover with Daniel's pick with 11 minutes to go in the first quarter, just a little bit ago. Cats going for 2 again. Last time it was a high snap, and Ray was stopped about half a yard short. A good snap this time. Rand is going to do a jump pass. Dunn Daniel for 2 with 9:24.
We'll have to do that for a little while.
So that's 14-0. Cats over the Eagles. Again, we're out here on the bleachers. So it's going to be loud. We are right beside the band. We apologize for any loudness or anything. I love our band, but it's going to be hard to talk over them. So I'd like to give a shout out to Mr. Barron Smith, all the way in Lubbock, Texas, watching. Mr. Pablo Gradicos Ferrer to do the kicking for the Cats. Back deep is going to be number 21. That's going to be Robertson. And he fields about the 10-yard line. And he cuts over here to the left-hand side, dives forward, and that's Dunn Daniel in there on the stop for the Cats. So coming into tonight's game, Brandon Ray has 573 yards on 62 carries, 12 touchdowns, and 8.5 tackles. Gallery's your quarterback. Got a guy to the left of him, 2 receivers to each side. He gets a snap, and it's going to be a quick pass over here, a little screen pass. And he's just going to be stopped, maybe a yard. Got Trace Hall in there on the stop, Brett Welling, and Dax Goff as well. Did I get that on there? Again, I'm running the camera right now, folks, so I apologize for the unsteadiness of it. Better? You got it? 2 receivers to each side. Gailey's your quarterback, number 1. Looks like number 24 is to the right of him. That's Stevens. Got pressure from Dax over there. Little quick screen pass over here to number 21. He's going to be wrapped up by Mason Gores. He's going to be short of the first down. It's Robertson on the reception. Mason Gores has 15 tackles on the year and 2 sacks. And Casey Masson is your leading tackler for the Booneville Bearcats with 21 tackles this year and 1 interception. Mason Gores is second on the team with 15 tackles. Cody Elliott has 13.5 tackles, and Dax Goff has 14.5 tackles. Those are your leading tacklers for your Bearcats. Snapping is going to be handoff to number Stevens, and he's going to get maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Casey Matson and Rocky Ross in there on the stop. Rocky's got 3.5 tackles on the year and 254 yards. Okay, so apparently that was a first down. I don't know about that, but anywho, 8:19 left to go here in the first. It is 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line for the Eagles. 2 receivers to each side. Stevens is to the left of Gailey. Got pressure coming from Goers over here on the backside, and he's going to be wrapped up by Welling and Goers. Ross in there as well for the Cats. What's up, Miss Amanda? 2 receivers to each side. Stevens is to the right of Gailey. Little quick pass over here. It's going to be incomplete. That was intended number 11, Anderson. Give a shout out to Uncle Bob watching. Give a shout out to Faith and Maddie Means as well. So coming into tonight's game, your Booneville Bearcats are allowing only 132 yards of offense. That's counting through 6 games with the forfeit win by Danville. There's a pass, and it's incomplete. That's intended to number 33. That's Morris. So it's going to be 4th down for the Eagles. So while the Cats coming in only allowing 132 yards of offense, the Cats have been gaining 316 yards of offense, while the most of that's been on the ground. We've only had 25 passing yards on the year. So, and Brooks is just going to let it roll, and it takes the Eagle roll, and we down at the 26-yard line. Mr. Joe Wickton says, "Go, Cats, go." Give a shout out to Mr. Ethan Obar. He couldn't make it to the game tonight, so we got Mr. Coach Jake Fennell helping Mr. Chuck Hayes on Cool 104.7. Also talking about some other things. The Cats have only had 2 turnovers coming into tonight's game while forcing 12. Earlier we had our 13th turnover. Forced turnover when Dunn returned it for a touchdown. We've had 49 total penalties this year for 413 yards. There's another penalty. Speaking of one, and Ironman Ray keeps it right there, and he cuts back. And he's going to take this one to the house probably if he gets past this guy. Well, I spoke just a little. Well, we'll see here. Forced out of bounds, but more than likely this is going to come back. So make that penalty number 50 on the year for your Booneville Bearcats probably.
Chain gang already moved.
I just say, yeah, chain gang's moving and everything.
There's White Hat.
All right. Okay. All right, so I take back what I said. Cats have only committed 49 penalties on the year, but still, that's quite a bit. But lucky break. That's a lot of penalties.
Yeah, it is.
49 for 413 yards, while our opponents have committed 32 penalties for 241 yards. There's been 3 penalties tonight, and luckily so far they've all been on the Eagles. So, Mr. Cade Smith, Isaac, he's back tonight, senior. First game he's been in. Split out here on the right-hand side. It's going to be handed off to Rylan Ray right up the middle. And he gets up over to about the 25-yard line. I'll give you starting lineup. Your big old center is going to be number 58, big old Matt Obar. Your right guard is going to be number 55. That's Brett Welling. And your right tackle is number 52, Casey Manson. Your left side, number 50 is going to be Johnny Barnes at your left guard. And your left tackle is going to be number 51. That's Mason Goers. Split out to the left, that's going to be Ray Splintz at number 88. And like I said earlier, Mr. Cade Smith is back tonight in his first game. The senior been out with a shoulder injury. And it's just going to be a pitch over here to Dax Goff, and he's going to be on the left-hand side. He's got the first down. Good block by Rocky, and he's going to be pushed out about the 9-yard line. Rylan Ray is your fullback. Dax Goff is your halfback, and Brooks Herrera is your other halfback. Rocky Ross is in. It rotates in at your other halfback as well. I'm sorry, Rocky is in right now. Rocky scored the touchdown a while ago for your Bearcats, the second touchdown. And it's going to be 1st and goal for your Booneville Bearcats from the 9-yard line. Your Cats are looking to go up 21-0. There's 6:09 left to go here in the first quarter. And looks like we're going to have a timeout, Bearcats. So with 6:09 left to go here in the first, it's 14-0 Bearcats over the Eagles. For Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. We'll take a little break. Be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. We are back here in Mayflower, Arkansas, as your number 3 Booneville Bearcats in Class 3A, 5-1, 2-0 in conference, take on the number 42 team in Class 3A, Mayflower Eagles, 0-5, 0-2 in conference. This is a conference game, week 6. Brandon Ray's going to be quarterback, and he's going to have it. He's see if he keeps it here, and he does, and he's going to go in and just takes a little stroll right into the end zone. Makes it 20-0 with 6:04 left to go here in the first. And let's see. Looks like the Cats are going to go for a PAT for the first time tonight. Got Cherokee going in the background. Isaac, the Cats struggled last week on PATs. First time all year.
And Timpson had a pretty good rush on it. Most of the time, he jumped the snap.
Yeah, so he jumped off sides. That's going to be the 4th penalty on the Eagles.
Yeah.
But yeah,
most of the time we don't face a good rush. They had a pretty good rush last week.
They had a pretty good rush. Timpson had a lot of players kind of all over the field. They was quick. It was very quick. Their quarterback and their halfback was really good. Their halfback, he was really shifty, very jukey.
Yep.
And he made a lot of guys miss that sometimes they don't miss at all. And he missed. And I will say, Rocky Ross, though, he's about 10 yards behind him and chased him down. Young man from Timpson, he runs about a 4.5. So Rocky's probably running a 4.5, 4.4, 40. He chased him down from 10 yards behind. So Rocky's got some speed.
Yep.
Trace Hall was in the area too last week against Timpson, and two fast guys there on the Bearcats. We got some pretty good overall speed this year. I think may surprise some people, but last week was a tough loss. I think it was good for the boys. They may not. I know they didn't like the loss, but.
No, nobody likes to lose.
Nobody likes to lose, but it's going to help them, in my opinion, for later on in the playoffs. You get to close to Harding and McGee's and Prescott, Osceola, and all them. It's going to help you.
Yep.
Yeah. So it was a good test for them, and the Cats did good. I mean, they couldn't stop us. We couldn't stop them last week. So Pablo, here's his kick, and it's going to land inside the 10, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback.
It's hard to travel 5 hours and play a really sharp game.
It is. But I was very impressed. They got nothing to hang their head about. So with that, the Eagles, we'll get back to tonight's game. The Eagles will be starting at their own 25-yard line. This will be their 4th possession of the game.
When did that change?
That's a good question. I thought it was the 20.
I'm pretty sure when we played at Mina, they put it on the 20.
Yeah, I did too. We may have to go back, or somebody can go back and look at that and let us know. I know last week at Timpson, they put it on the 25, but Timpson, Texas, they got a little bit different rules than us. PATs and stuff, they can block it and return it for 2 points. What we got going on here?
There we go.
Okay, there it is. All right, yeah.
Okay, I guess we weren't making things up.
I guess not. So we got 2 receivers to the right, 2 over here to the left. Gailey's going to throw over here to his right receiver screen. That's going to be is that not a fumble? Incomplete, the side judge was saying. I guess he passed it more just straight out instead of behind. Second down. Boy, it just got real quiet out here in the bleachers.
Well, the band stopped.
Band stopped. Fans are kind of quiet, too. I forget to be a little bit more chattery, too. But we're kind of away from the majority of the fans, honestly.
Yeah, well, it is 21-0.
It is 21-0. Cameron Osborne in there on the stop for the Bearcats. Oh, Rylan Ray in there, too. I'm pretty sure Cameron was in there. They know I'm not just saying that because his dad's right here. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Ball is on the 23-yard line of the Eagles. Same formation here for the Eagles. Little halfback screen, and he's going to have first down. Casey Matson on the stop for your Bearcats. Again, he had 21 tackles coming into tonight's game. He's your leading tackler for your Bearcats. Cody Elliott's coming in. He had 13 and a half tackles. And I know I've already said all this, but I'm just kind of going back over it in case anybody's jumping in. The Cats did win the toss. We'll get it. There's another flag. Luckily, so far, all the penalties have been on the Eagles. And that's going to be another one against them. So tonight, the Eagles are shooting themselves in the foot. Cats are capitalizing. Cats kicked off about 2nd or 3rd down. The Eagles threw an interception. Dunn Daniel took it for a touchdown, about 30, 35 yards. Cats went for 2 as a high snap. Ironman was stopped about half a yard short of the 2-point try. Got the second 2-point try after Rocky Ross goes about 6 yards or so. Then Brandon goes about 5 yards on this last touchdown, and Pablo kicked the PAT. And that gives you the 21-0 score right now. We got 4 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here in the first. It is 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. A low snap, a little slant route for the receiver. We had Dax Goff and Peyton Tatum over there in coverage.
Yeah, I think there's some miscommunication on that play from quarterback to receiver. So. But he's pointing at him like he's supposed to run a different route.
Well, you had Dax in front of him, and then Tatum, he was right behind him. Number 23, Bryant's going to be the halfback lined up to the right of Gailey. Still 2 receivers to each side. Low snap again. He got pressure from Rocky Ross. And Mason Goers on the sack, and Rocky Ross as well. That's going to bring up 4th down. And the Eagles are going to have to punt again for the 3rd time tonight. Rocky, he's been in the backfield a couple times tonight, as well as Mason. Brooks, he's going to go back deep. He returned the first one, let the second one it took an Eagle roll.
Another timeout.
Got a timeout by the Eagles. So we'll take a little break with them. 21-0 Bearcats over the Eagles. You're watching Bearcat football. We'll be right back. And we are back here in Mayflower, Arkansas. Your Booneville Bearcats are up 21-0 over the Mayflower Eagles. I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors. Got 5B Properties, B Plus Rental, Saks RV Park, Patriot Underground. Saw those guys working over by the vet clinic here just the other day. Curly City Service, Community National Bank, Stacy Holbert, Photo Art, Gerald Baker, Shield of Shelter Insurance. Tell those people thank you for the app and for the new website, BoonevilleBearcats.com. You can also go to your iTunes, Apple Store, download it. There's a punt, and Brooks is just going to let it roll. And it's going to be down, looks like about the 34-yard line of the Cats. Give a shout out to Miss Jan Taylor and Gary, they're watching. Bearcats. Brandon Ray, he comes up under center. Rylan Ray's going to be your fullback. Brooks goes in motion, and it's going to be Rylan with the ball. He's got the first down. Number 34 in there on the stump. That's going to be Hurley. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. 3:25 left to go here in the first. Again, just let everybody know we are out here in the bleachers, whatever you want to say, beside the band. I should say the award-winning band. I'll let you know how they did at the Dell Bumpers Invitational this last weekend at Charleston. Got a pitch over here to Rocky Ross, and we'll see what they call. Well, Rocky come up with it. Lucky break there by the Bearcats. Number 2, Fennell in there. That's not Coach Fennell. That's Frankie Fennell for the Eagles. But luckily, Rocky comes up with it. Dax Goff comes in to the game for the Cats. So with Cade back, Dunn hadn't been in just very much at tight end tonight, Isaac. Brendan Dove, he comes in, though, tonight. Right now at tight end, he's on the left side. Ray Splensett splits out over here to the right-hand side. Brooks goes in motion, and Iron Man on the keeper, a little spin move. He's got the first down. Looks like big old number 71 in there on the stop. He goes 6'1", 230. That's going to be Taylor. .60 and 52 go off for the Eagles. 60 is Mason and Hill is 52. Brendan Dove still in at tight end. He comes over here to the right-hand side, and Ray splits out to the left. Brooks and Dax are your halfbacks. Rylan is your fullback. Brooks goes in motion, and Dax gets it over here on the backhand side, and he's just going to be tackled. I was hoping he'd get away from the guy right there. The guy with initial contact is going to be number 12. That's going to be Stewart, and number 76 on the stop, the Spikes. Brings up 3rd and about, I guess 4th and about 2. With 1:44 left to go here in the first. Looks like Ross is in at your left halfback. Rylan's got the first down. Still up over on his feet. And he's going to be tackled about the 32-yard line. Got 21, Robertson, and number 24, Stevens on the stop. Let's see if I can get some scorers. Get my phone to load. Same backfield for your Bearcats. Ross goes in motion. Rylan's going to get it right up the middle. He gets about 3 yards there on the carry. Number 33 in there on the stop. It'll be Morse. Okay. Robertson's up 21-0 over Nashville. That's in the first. And Perryville's up 21-0 over Two Rivers. I believe it's Perryville's homecoming tonight. And Centerpoint's up 7-6 over Prescott. There's going to be handoff to Brooks coming back over here on the backhand side. Brooks jumps over a guy and dives forward. He's got the first down, and he's going to be down at about the 8-yard line, and that's the final play of the first quarter. Your score is going to be 21-0 Bearcats over the Eagles. For Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. We'll take a little break. Be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we are back here in Mayflower, Arkansas. Hector is up 14-0 over Magazine. That's in the first. It is Magazine's senior night. And let's see, Desark's up 14-0 over Hazen. Foreman, we went through Foreman last week. They're up 8-6 over Dirks. And it's going to be Ross on the carry. He's going to be down about the 2-3 yard line. So it'll be 2nd and go from the 3. See if we decide to go here with the little fullback dive. I shouldn't say little. Ryland's not a little man. He's a pretty big guy. Lance it split out over here to the right-hand side. Ross goes in motion. It's going to be handoff to Ryland right up the middle. And it's going to be touchdown Bearcats with 11-13 left to go here in the second. It's 27-0 Cats over the Eagles. That's going to bring on Pablo Graticos Ferrer. Brooks Herrera is going to do the holding. Dax Goff is going to do the snapping. Actually, I'm sorry. It looks like Cade Smith is in as long snapper now since he's back from his injury. I know I've mentioned that a couple times with week 6 of senior year, and he's finally getting the play. I'm glad to see it. Snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is good. So 28-0 with 11-12 left to go here until halftime. For Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. You're watching Bearcat football. We'll be right back. All right, and we're back. Technically never really did leave. We'll just let you enjoy your band playing back there in the background. Talking about your Cats defense, counting the Danville win, your Cats are only giving up 64 yards through the air and 68 on the ground. If you count 5 games, not counting the Danville forfeit, your Cats are giving up 77 yards through the air and 82 yards on the ground. While your Bearcat offense, through 6, counting the Danville game, Cats are gaining 312 yards on the ground and 4 passing yards. Cats have only made 1 completion on the year. That was against Ozark. And that's going to be Robertson. He fills it up and he cuts to the left-hand side. He's got some speed. Cody Elliott, though, and Mason Goers. Well, Mason's going to tackle him out of bounds. And the Eagles are going to take over. See where they spot it. Looks like it's going to be right at the 40-yard line. Two receivers to each side for Gailey. And Cameron Osborne's coming in late. And it's going to be batted down by Dax Goff. How many guys we have out there, Isaac? 11. Well, I guess you could say Cameron got to play a little bit of corner there for a little bit, coming in.
Yeah, but it wasn't by design.
No, it wasn't by design. Kind of reminds me of Tom Cagle got to play corner in one of the games. Oh, and there's going to be, there's the penalty. Brett Welling's going to come into the game for the Cats. So that's the first penalty of the night for your Booneville Bearcats. That's good. But the bad thing is that's the 50th penalty of the year on the Cats. So 50th penalty and makes it 418 total yards. Morris on the carry, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. You got Ryland Ray in there and Chase Blomel on the stop as well. Ross is going to come in, and Ryland's going to come out for your Bearcats. your corners is going to be Ray Splinson on this side, Trace Hall on the far side. Your 2 safeties are going to be Randon Ironman Ray. Well, no. Tatum and Brooks Herrera is going to be your safeties. I'm sorry. A little quick pass over here, receiver screen. He's got the first down. Mason Goers on the stop, though.
That's a little RPO reminiscent.
Yep.
O-line's running a run play.
So you carry go more deep. Cats offense in shotgun formation. And reading your defensive end. And depends on what he does. He pulls it and passes it while your offensive line blocks. Race Blancett with the tackle for loss. Good coverage there by Mr. Blancett.
Usually they're looking at the corner or safety for a pass. If they're in a certain spot in the field, then they'll decide to run it rather than throw it. They'll take whichever they think they can get the most yardage out of.
What they can get.
Yeah, because they were running power off of that. They pull a guard around.
And a little screen over here, tunnel screen. That's to number 11. It's going to be Anderson. That's going to be Dunn Daniel on a stop for the Cats.
That would have been a pretty good play. They didn't let it develop enough.
Yeah, that could have gone for a first down, if not a little bit more. Morris, he's going to be your halfback, lined up on the right-hand side of Gailey. Cats get back. Got 14 seconds left on the play clock. 3rd and 11 from the 49-yard line. A little wheel route, and it's going to be intercepted by Race Blancett. Second interception on the night for the Cats. Race, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds about the 48-yard line by number 12. That's going to be Stewart.
That was another RPO look, except their linemen were about 5 yards downfield.
They kind of got away with one right there.
Yeah.
You can
so
only
you can't do long developing pass routes from an RPO standpoint.
Yeah.
Because your linemen are going to be downfield.
And then he's going to be called back for a illegal man downfield. That's 15-yard penalty, 10. I'm trying to think off the top of my head real quick.
Couldn't tell you. I don't remember.
I don't remember. I want to say 15. Looks like they got number 76 in that linebacker. That's Spikes. He's made a couple tackles for the Eagles tonight. Brooks is going to go in motion. It's going to be handoff to Dax Goff. He's in at fullback. It's going to be 2nd and about 5. Ball is on the, they got it, 47. We'll say I got some guys in front of me. Looks like Mr. Dunn Daniels in that tight end on the left-hand side. And Blancett's going to split out to the right. Rollins back in at fullback now. Ross is your left halfback. Brooks is your right halfback. 10 seconds on the play clock. Ray comes up under center. Brooks goes in motion. And it's going to be, he pitches over here to Rocky Ross. Ross has got some speed. And he's going to be gone to the 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Bearcats. And that makes it 34-0.
Elbar needs to be a little bit careful there.
Yeah, he got away with one right there. You like your lineman getting after it, but at a certain point you got to let go.
Yeah, 40 yards downfield, I think he can let go.
Yeah, but so 8:08 left to go here in the second. Ross goes 47 yards for a touchdown, and pending the PAT, Cade Smith to do the snapping. Brooks Herrera to hold. Snaps good, holds good. Kick is up, and it is good. So you Booneville Bearcats 35, Mayflower Eagles 0. So that will invoke the mercy rule coming out at halftime.
As long as they don't score any.
Yeah, as long as they don't score. If they score, then Cats will have to score again. So they actually moved the ball a little last drive. I think that's probably the most they've tried to actually run it out of all their series. They've done a lot of that, those screen passes, receiver screens.
Yeah, short little passes.
Yeah, short passes. This one over here where Race intercepted it. If I'm not mistaken, the guy faked a block and just kind of did a little wheel route, if you want to call it that. And that's really the first deep pass they've had in several plays. They had one up over here over midfield.
Yeah, but first drive.
First drive, yeah, it was incomplete. Just over the head of the receiver. So Stevens is going to be back deep. He's going to be standing about the 10. Pablo's already had one go into the end zone. Let's see if he can get another one. And here's the kick. Good kick by Pablo, and it's going to land at the 11. And it's a live ball, and he's going to pick it up. He goes backwards, and now he comes forwards, and oh my goodness gracious. And he's going to be tripped up. Looks like Goer's in there on the stop, and I don't know who tripped him. Brendan Dove on the stop. Well, the kid's got some speed to him. Looks like you got Ferris Danes coming out. They were in there on the kickoff team. Tayton Rice and Blazin Jones. They were all coming off the kickoff team. Rylan Ray's in at nose man. And it's going to be hand off to number 2. That's going to be Fennell over here on the left-hand side. Chase Plumell is going to be your defensive tackle over here on the left. And Brett Welling is going to be your defensive tackle on the other side. Mason Goer's on the stop for the Cats as well as Welling. .38 left to go here in the second. It's 2nd and 11 from the 34-yard line, or 33-yard line, excuse me. There's a snap. Quarterback's rolling out here to his right, looking, and Ray Splensett almost had another interception. Oh, goodness. Oh, he had that one. So 3rd and 11, 7:24. That stops the clock. 35-0 Cats over the Eagles. Two receivers to each side. Gailey's looking over here to his left. Dax Goff tackles him as soon as he catches it. That was number 4. I'm sorry, that's number 11.
That was incomplete.
Oh, it was incomplete.
Yep.
Oh, all right.
It's pretty good coverage on that.
That was pretty good coverage. He was right there. As soon as he caught it, Dax hit him. And it looks like big old Matt Obar is going to come in at nose man. That's the 2nd time he's come in on defense. 3rd time, I guess, this year. Not really used to seeing Mr. Obar out there on defense. It'll be 4th.
Umpire had it 4th, yeah.
Yeah. At least the umpire had it. Our fans had it too. You get it right, so it's going to be 4th and 11 still. 6:47 left to go here until halftime. And that's going to be number 2, Fennell, to do the punting. Brooks is back deep. He's had pretty good punts tonight. He's going to kick it away from Brooks. And he's just going to take an eagle roll again. We're down about the 27, 26-yard line. And that's going to bring on your Bearcat offense. See if we can get one more score going in before halftime. It'd be pretty nice. It'd be nice to build a little cushion.
Well, it looks like they're going to leave it in the first offense.
I was wondering what we was going to do here. This could be the last series for them. It just honestly depends on what Doc wants to do. Blencett's going to be split out to the right. Dunn's in that tight end over here on the left-hand side. Dax Goff is in that right halfback. Ross goes in motion, and it's going to be pitched over here to Ryland on the right-hand side, and he's going to be tackled about the line of scrimmage. That's Fennell on the stop. Give a shout out to the Mayflower administration for allowing us to be able to live stream. We are out here on the bleachers, so we got a good breeze going. I will say that.
Yeah, I don't think they have air conditioning in the booth.
No, I don't think they do. They got the coaches up there, and they got Chuck and Jake in there on the radio. Cool 104.7. Mr. Ethan Obar couldn't make it. I don't think he's feeling very good tonight. Brooks goes in motion. It's going to be hand off to Ryland over here on the left-hand side. Sheds a tackle. Got a flag coming in, and doggone it. He's going to have a good block over here from Brooks. Still on his feet. Stiff arm. Brought down about the 20-yard line, but there is a flag, so that's going to come back.
Yep.
That's thrown from the umpire. Holding. Doggone it. Cats shoot themselves in the foot again. Well, they have some good running there by Ryland. Good block by Brooks. Brooks come about 5 yards from the back of him. Gets a good block over here. So Trace is going to come in. To me, Trace, when he comes in, he's got a little electricity to him when he runs. Like seeing him run. He's got some speed to him as well. Rocky does too. It's just nice seeing all the different runners and the different elements they bring to the game. Shiftiness, quickness, hard nose.
It does seem like they swap out more than they used to.
Yeah, we got a pretty good set of backs this year. It really seems like. Dax Goff is in at fullback now. Dax sheds a tackle. Dax up over here on the left-hand side. He's got Robertson chasing him, and he's going to push him out of bounds about the 38. Oh, well. So we'll push him out at the 38-yard line. Good job by Dax. 5:34. That's going to stop the clock. Be first down for you Bearcats. Ryland Ray's going to come back in at fullback. Daniel's going to come out, and Cade Smith's going to go in at receiver. He's going to split out to the right. Brooks and Trace Hall is your halfbacks. Wants the clock running, and they went out.
He wound it.
Why did he wind it?
I don't know why.
Mercy Rule don't start until the second half unless they told him to go ahead and start it.
They could have.
I mean, might be neat. I figured it'd be up to the Mayflower coach. And Trace is going to get the pitch over here on the right-hand side. He's got a big old hole. Trace Hall, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Bearcats, Trace Hall, 38 yards. 41-0 with 5:08 left to go here in the first half.
He's really good when he gets north-south running.
Yes, he is. So that's going to bring on Mr. Pablo Gradicos Ferrer. Give a shout out to Pablo's mom and dad watching back in Spain. Again, I believe it's like 2 or 3 o'clock or so over there. They stay up and watch. I know his dad likes to stay up and watch. And give a shout out to them. And give them kudos for staying up. I know that's probably got to be a little rough staying up that kind of late. At least it is for me. Thank our sponsors real quick one more time. Again, without our sponsors, we wouldn't have our new app and we wouldn't have our new website, BoonevilleBearcats.com. We've got a bunch of stories on it. Mr. Glenn Parrish does a good job on that. He's got a story on the golf team, the men's golf team. I'll try to bring that up and tell you about that at halftime. Tell you a little bit about our award-winning band. But for our sponsors real quick, I want to thank them. 5B Properties, B Plus Rentals, Saks RV Park, Patriot Underground, Crowley City Service, Community National Bank, Stacy Holbert Photo Art. She's here tonight taking photos of the team. She always does a good job taking pictures of the team. And Gerald Baker Shield of Shelter Insurance. See those people, tell them thank you for the app and for the new website. Here's Pablo's kick. Good kick by Pablo, and it's going to drop about the 10-yard line. He's where he picks him up. That's a real good kick. And Brendan Dove on the stop for the Cats. Robertson picked him up, tried to get away from him, and Brendan wasn't going to let it happen. Tayton Rice in there on the stop as well for the Cats. Tayton, he's a senior this year. He does pretty good when he gets some playing time and gets to come in on defense. Plays linebacker for the Bearcats. Gailey's going to be your quarterback. Morris. And it's going to fire it over here to Fennell. He's got the first down. Peyton Tatum on the stop for the Bearcats. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the Eagle 28-yard line. Whoa, that's loud.
That turned you up a little bit.
Okay. Cody Elliott is in at linebacker for the Cats. Gailey looking over here to the left-hand side. Deep pass. And Trace Hall. Ooh. Trace has already had an interception return for a touchdown this year.
Trying to knock everything over here.
Yeah. I think Trace has 2 interceptions on the year. I didn't write that down. I didn't write down how many interceptions. I know he's got one for the turn, the one for touchdown at Mina. Fennell's going to go in motion. He's just going to get it on the jet sweep. He's got the first down, so the Eagles got something cooking here. Cody Elliott on the stop for the Cats. Rocky Ross is in for your Bearcats. 4:35 left to go here until halftime. 42-0 Cats over the Eagles. The Eagles are going to have the ball at their own 39-yard line. Morris, he's lined up to the left of Gailey. 2 receivers to each side still. And little receiver screen. That was he threw it up to the guy blocking pretty much. But that was intended number 12, Stewart.
I guess he made sure it was a forward pass.
Yeah. So it'll be 2nd and 10. That guy never did change his thing down here. Guy never did. That's probably not any proper speaking. My English people out there. There he goes.
He got it now. That's why I was confused on that 4th down.
Yeah. Little halfback screen, and good try by Rylan Ray. Dax Goff, though, on the stop. He's going to be short about 2 yards of the first down. It's going to be 3rd. Yeah, it looks like 3rd and 2. Short 2. Okay, he says 1.
It's 1 in a little bit.
1, yeah. Same formation for the Eagles. Looks like number 24 is in at halfback. Robertson, he catches a good spin move. He's got the first down. Be tripped up. I didn't see who tripped him up. It looks like Cody Elliott on the stop for the Cats. So it looks like that's Stevens in at halfback now. He lines up to the left of Gailey. Low snap again. And there's that little pass, and incomplete. It was out of bounds. Tatum on the coverage. That's that same route that Blanchett intercepted a while ago. 3:26 left to go here until halftime. Be 2nd and 10 for the Eagles from the Cats' 46-yard line. And it's going to be a little slant route by Robertson. And he's going to be tackled about the 18-yard line, finally by Dunn Daniel. Well, that's just a quick slant. I think the halfback took off a little too quick for Gailey, but he made something out of it. And
yeah, it looked like we were putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback, so he got rid of it pretty quick. Since the linebackers weren't there, they vacated. He was wide open.
Stevens, I'm sorry, still going to be your halfback. All right, he's going to switch over here to the left. Now he goes back to his right. He's doing a little dipsy doodle. And little swing pass over here. Dax Goff on the stop for the Cats. Be about 2nd and 5. And where they got it, about the 11-yard line. I do have a shout out. Got a shout out to Mr. and Miss Bill and Luis Nichols. I was hoping I said it right. Or is it Lucy? Maybe Lucy. Lucy, I'm sorry. So, got a shout out. Somebody wants to give y'all a shout out. And to Mr. Bill and Lucy Nichols. And a little halfback pass over here. Morris about the 6-yard line. Welling on the stop. And Daniel in the area too. Got 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go. And it's first and go from the 5-yard line. First time the Eagles are in the red zone. First and go for them. Let's see what we got here. We got Morris and Stevens in the backfield. And number 55 back there, that's Backham. And Fennell's going to go in for a touchdown. He kind of led with his helmet there. So that's going to be the touchdown for the Eagles. Now the Cats still have the mercy rule in effect. Unless they go for I figure they'll go for 2 here. They'll have to make the Cats score again. That's what they're going to do.
Yeah, they're heavy on this side.
Yeah.
There's no.
Fennell back there at quarterback, and they're just going to do the same play he just scored on. He's going to be stopped short, folks.
No good.
No good. So it's 42-6 with 1 minute and 47 seconds left until halftime. So unless the Eagles decide to do an onside kick and score again, the mercy rule will be in effect to start the second half. The Cats do get the ball also to start the second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The winners
Try to give you some score updates.
Pat Rainey and Cole Smith.
I'd like to give a shout out to Mr. Tom Goff watching. Hope all is well, continuing to go good for you. Also want to give a shout out to Mr. Dummy Shepard and Philip Robertson watching over probably from the Sugar Grove area. Well, here we go. Finally got my scoreboard up here. I say my scoreboard. It's Fearless scoreboard, just so everybody knows. Shallow Christian's up 13-7 over Prairie Grove. That's in the second.
Alex Stafford, deep to receive the Bearcats, number 7.
Mina's up 40-0 over Dover. That's in the second. Pottsville's leading Dardanelle at halftime 17-0. And Arkadelphia is up 21-7 over Fountain Lake. Let's see if we can get some teams from our area. Newport is losing to Mountain View 14-0. That's in the second. And Harding has got the mercy rule in effect when they start the second half. Good job. Who is that? That is Tayton Ross. I mean, he just kicked it straight to him. Good job there by Tayton, though. Get on top of it. Harrisburg is up 12-0 over Molina. That's in the second. Baptist Prep is losing to Paris 17-0. That's at halftime. To be quite honest with you, Baptist Prep surprised me this year. Going winless last year. And I've only lost 1 game this year. That was to Atkins. That was about 1 point.
New quarterback.
And looks like Mr. Peyton Tatum's in at quarterback now. And Mr. Brandon Ironman Ray's not going to be done. Rylan Ray, though, with the carry.
Number 12, Peyton Tatum in the quarterback now.
And about a 4-yard carry there by Rylan. 55 in there on the stop. That's Backham. And 24, that's going to be Stevens. 66 is going to come out. Rulevink. Goff goes in motion. He gets the pitch over here on the left-hand side. Dax cuts out. He's got the first down. Looks like number 12 in there on the stop. It's going to be Stewart.
Number 10, Calvin Cowdery, and number 12.
1:15 left to go here until halftime. It is a first down for you Booneville Bearcats. They've got the ball at the Eagle 34-yard line. I was getting ahead of myself. Brendan Dove is in at tight end on the right-hand side. Ross is in at halfback. He goes in motion. He's going to be handed off to Brooks coming back here on the backside. Got a flag coming in. Brooks jumps forward. Brooks had some good runs this year, but they've been negated by penalties. He made two real good runs. I mean, it had one about 40 or so yard touchdown called back. Let's see. Holding.
Yep.
Well, that's only the second penalty of the night. That's a positive. I'm sure the coaches have worked on that. You know they do, which honestly, there's only so much you can work on. They do what they can, and then pretty much you can call holding on just about every play if you wanted to, be quite honest with you. Rylan Ray on the keeper there, or not on the keeper, on the handoff. Got a timeout by the Bearcats. So with 33 seconds left, it's 42-6. And with that, we'll take a little break. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here in Mayflower, Arkansas. You got 33 seconds left to go until halftime. It's 42-6. Cats over the Eagles. Peyton Tatum is your new quarterback now, right? Mr. Ray's night's going to be finished. And it is going to be a pass play to Cade Smith. Oh, boy, he would have had a touchdown too. I called it, Isaac. Boy, that had been sweet. Do it again. Do it again. 3rd and 18. He's got 2nd and 15 on the scoreboard. Either way, it's 3rd down from the 41-yard line. I was going to say, all I heard, step, Rocky. Let's see, that's 60 in there, and I think 33. Got a timeout by the Cats. May try a field goal here. Got 15 seconds left.
Pablo's not going out there, so.
They may go for it. Where's the ball at? 36-yard line, and he'll be about at the 40. That'd be a 50-yard field goal. Right? About 5 yards back.
Be at the 43.
Be at the 43, so that's a 53-yard field goal.
Yeah.
That's a long field goal.
Yeah.
But he's still on the sideline, but.
Well, he wasn't having a lot of luck kicking out there during warm-ups, from what I saw. He's scrimming a lot of them.
Just about like anything. Some nights are better, and sometimes some nights is just not the night. So it's a little different, too, kicking on turf than kicking on grass, which last week was turf, too.
Well, and you've also got a tee.
Yeah, that is true. Going to have 2 receivers. Smith's going to be split out to the right, blends it out here to the left. Ross goes in motion, offsides against the Eagles.
There are flags on the play. It's going to be offsides against the Eagles. 5-yard penalty. Replay 4th down.
They'll make it 4th and 7.
2 times in a row.
Yep.
Try it again.
So we got 1 time. Well, he still says we got 3 timeouts on the scoreboard. I think we've used all of our timeouts. That or we got 1 left. Yeah, it's going to be a false start. Yep.
It's going to be false start. The Bearcats.
So we'll try this again.
Replay 4th down.
So we're going to go back to 4th and 12. Got 13 seconds left on the play clock. Or not the play clock, game clock. Again, Peyton Tatum's your quarterback now. Brandon Ray's night's going to be done. Rollins, your fullback. Ross and Goff are your halfbacks. And here's going to be a pitch over here to Dax. He's got a good block. Got 8 seconds left. He's going to go out of bounds, so that'll stop the clock with 6 seconds. And see where they spot it. 18-yard line. That's going to bring on Pablo. That's going to be a 35-yard field goal. No, okay. Cade Smith to do the snap. Brooks Hurd to do the hold. Bring on Pablo Graticos Ferrer. High snap. And that is no good. Just to the left. I think the snap just threw him off, threw his timing off. He had the leg.
He crushed it.
Yeah, that was, oh boy, he had plenty of room. It was just timing. That's all field goals and PATs are, is really timing. And it just depends on the snap and the hold. Eagles are going to take over with 3 seconds left, though. I like the call. I really do. Pablo's got a pretty good leg on him.
In college, target was 1.3 seconds.
1.3 seconds to get the ball down, snapped, down, and kicked.
Yep.
That's quick. That is quick.
So high school should be about 1.7.
That's still quick.
Yeah, you have to be able to beat the rush. That's
Yeah.
what beats the rush, is your timing.
Looks like the Cats have their starting defense out there still. I mean, you only got 3 seconds left. It's 1st and 10 from the 20, and it's a high pass. Ross is in his face. That's going to be the final play of the first half. So at the end of 2, it's 42-6. Bearcats over the Eagles. For Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. We'll take a little break, and we'll come back and let you enjoy your halftime show. You're watching Bearcat football. All right, so that was the Mayflower cheerleaders. Let's see, is the Mayflower or is our band coming up? Yeah, it looks like our band's coming. So, see if I can beat Mr. Bradshaw to it. So, this past weekend, band didn't make the trip down to Texas. They had the Dale Bumpers Invitational at Charleston. They finished 4th out of 16 bands. They also swept the contest with first ratings in all categories. That's color guard, percussion, drum major, and band. So that's really good. Mr. and Miss Rose, they do awesome job, fantastic job with our band. Award winning, Booneville Bearcat marching bands, they take the field. But again, they got first ratings in all the categories. The categories are color guard, percussion, drum major, and band. I will say we are without our drum major tonight. He is sick. So Miss Rose is actually going to be conducting. Hopefully the drum major feels better. State is Tuesday at Northside. So hopefully we'll be back for that. So I'll be quiet and I'll let you enjoy your halftime show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Booneville High School is proud to present the 2021 Booneville Bearcats Marching Band. Tonight the band will be performing their competition halftime show, Adventure on the High Seas. Movement 1, High Seas Fantasy. Movement 2, Sea Shanty Battle. And Movement 3, Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirate Captain Rhodes, is your band ready? You may take the field for halftime entertainment. French horn soloist Ozzy Osbourne Ramirez and trombone soloist Aaron Rhodes. There's a chance. No. Yeah, there's ain't no way to do That's all my exercise. The Booneville Bearcat Marching Band. The Bearcat Marching Band is under the direction of Brian Rhodes and Angela Rhodes. The color guard sponsor is Karen Goff. Last Saturday, the band participated in the Dale Bumpers Invitational Band Contest in Charleston, where they made first division in all categories and placed fourth overall. The band's next performance will be Tuesday, October 12th, when the band will participate in Region 8 Marching Band Assessment at Fort Smith High School. Enjoy the rest of the game and go Bearcats!
Halftime performances this evening. We have your Mayflower Eagle Band, the pride of Mayflower. The band will be performing its 2021 halftime show of the music of Chicago. Here is Make Me Smile.
And we are back here in Mayflower, Arkansas, on the campus of Mayflower High School. For Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. Give you some stats from halftime. Your Booneville Bearcats have 27 plays for 381 yards for 11 minutes and 5 seconds time of possession. All the yards for the Cats has been on the ground. There's been one pass attempt from Peyton Tatum to Mr. Cade Smith, and it's just a hair too much. He almost had it, and he'd had a touchdown. Cats have had 15 first downs. We are 0 for 2 on third down and 2 of 4 on fourth down. Got 6 penalties for 47 yards, 2 sacks, and 1 punt for 48. The Eagles have 40 plays for 107 yards, 12 minutes and 51 seconds time of possession. They have 9 carries for 9 yards, and the rest of it is on the, through the air. Got 14 of 31 passing for 98 yards. There's been 2 interceptions. Ray Splancett had one, and Dunn Daniel had one to start the game off and returned it for the first touchdown of the game. The leading rusher for the Cats is Randon Ray. He has 5 carries for 108 yards and a touchdown. Dax Goff has 5 carries for 92 yards. Rylan Ray has 10 for 61. Rocky Ross has 4 for 61. Trace Hall 1 for 38, and Brooks Herrera 1 for 21. Leading tackler for the Cats is Mason Goers with 4. Dunn Daniel and Dax Goff has 3.5, and Brett Welling has 3. Eagles, Gailey is, as I said earlier, 14 of 31 for passing and 98 yards, 2 interceptions. Fennell is the leading rusher. He has 16 yards on 3 carries. Robertson is the leading receiver with 34 yards on 2 receptions. And Stewart is the leading tackler with 4.5 tackles. Stevens and Coder has 3.5. Back deep, looks like Garrick Barr. And is that Brendan Dove?
Yes.
I didn't catch who was over here closest to us. And high catch and be fair caught by Dunn Daniel at the 35-yard line. 6. That was Blazing Jones over here closest to us, back deep for the Cats. So the Bearcats' second team is going to come in now. Peyton Tatum, he finished out the second quarter. Isaac, the Cats look pretty good. Really since the start of the whistle, pretty much.
Yeah, they look pretty sharp. Last week they came out just a tad flat, that fumble in the first drive, but
yeah.
today they've done well.
Today done well. They're making up for it. 42 points in the first half is pretty good. Almost had 45 with the PAT was missed. The snap was just a little high. Trace Hall goes in motion as Garrick Barr gets the ball. Gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage. I'm sorry, that's Cody Elliott in there at fullback. I should know that. They usually put Cody in there for a little bit, and then they rotate Garrick in there. Ferris Daines is going to come out for the Cats. To give you your guys in there on the line, your center is going to be Gage Bouchard. Your right guard is going to be Lance Sims. Your right tackle is going to be Tayton Rice. Your left guard is going to be Matthew Crosby. And your left tackle is going to be Cameron Osborne. Dunn Daniel goes in motion at your left halfback. Cody Elliott's moving them legs of his. He's going to be tackled about the 38-yard line, looks like. Be third down for the Bearcats. Again, it is a run the clock. Luckily, the Cats, Isaac stopped the Eagles on a 2-point conversion. Same play that Fennell scored on for the Eagles, just overloaded to one side, and it was a good stop. It was just stopping about the 1-yard line. So we got about 10:32 left to go here in the third. Tatum comes up under center. Daniel goes in motion. It's going to be a handoff over here to Trace Hall, and Trace Hall is going to be gone. He's up over to 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Trace Hall for the Bearcats.
Starting to work for him.
That counter's starting to look pretty good for the Cats. This is really about, first game we can think of, right?
Well, it's first game that's done well.
Yeah.
They've tried it a few other times. Their end keeps blowing it up. They finally got a kick out there.
Yeah. So he goes, what was that, 60 yards? Pablo do the kicking. Give a shout out to Steve Davis and Sean Bledsoe. There's the kick, and it is good. Center Point is up 21-12 over Prescott at halftime. That's kind of surprising. I mean, Center Point's pretty good, but to hold Prescott to 12 points at halftime, that's saying something right there.
This break in the action is brought to you in part by O'Reilly Auto Parts, Liberty Pest Service, Wandering Pig Barbecue, Mayflower Family Pharmacy, Arkansas Eye Care Group, and
Give a shout out to my wife and kids, Megan and Grayson and Emery, and Hudson on the way. Be here next month sometime. Give a shout out to sister too. Oh, Miss Brown, or I say Miss Emily Brown, and little nephew, Willie Joe. And give a shout out to my other nephew, Brock. He's in the band, Brock Gentry. He's in the band at Magazine. Good kick by Pablo. And he's going to drop it, and he's going to pick it up, and he cuts up over here to the middle, to the right-hand side. Tatum in pursuit, Daniel in the pursuit now. Robertson cuts back, and Blancet's going to tackle him about the 10-yard line.
Trying to do a little too much.
Yeah. See who some of the guys are out here on defense. Looks like you got your starting defense still out there. For the most part, you got Cody Elliott in there at outside linebacker. Cody rotates in some. But yeah, we still got your outside linebackers. Done Daniel. And it's going to be incomplete. Is that a fumble? No, that's going to forward pass. I did say I was going to talk about the tennis team. I'll take that time right now. If I can get the right thing pulled up here. They competed at state, and I'll just read it a little bit off the school website right here real quick after this play right here. Gailey's your quarterback, and it's going to be Fennell in motion, and Cody Elliott with the tackle for the Cats.
Guys says it's Fennell.
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 Well, he says Fennell. I guess we could ask Coach Fennell.
He's got an extra L on his, I think.
Let's see. No, it's spelled the same. Yep. We'll have to ask Jake that. I remember going to baseball tournaments and stuff. They'd always mispronounce it or say it a little different. Which, anyways. So, back to golf, folks. I'll get off of that little rabbit trail. Chase Blomell there on the stop for you, Bearcats. Bearcats competed in Cave Springs. They got 7th in Class 3A state golf tournament. Brooks Herrera shot an 83, the 13th best. Round of, I'd say that's out of 56 golfers. Let's see. It also says there was 3 plays shoot in the 80s. That was this past Tuesday in Cave Springs. Let's see. It also says Ryland Ray, who Coach Fennell said overcame a rough start, needed 2 more shots than Herrera, and with an 89 carded by freshman Jace Washburn, the Bearcats team scored 257. All of these guys are going to be back next year for the golf team. So you play 7th, you got everybody coming back. I'd say men's golf team's looking pretty bright next year. Everybody returning. So let's see. The Bearcats total was 6 shots in front of CAC, Molina, and 8 in front of Bismarck. Baptist Prep won the tournament by 13 strokes over Harding Academy, with Gosnell 3rd and Waldron finished 4th. So I know some of you may be wondering why is Waldron in 3A. Well, I know in other sports they compete. Well, that's golf. Anyways, I couldn't really tell you that. I don't know much golf, honestly, about myself. So I know with volleyball they played Hackett this past week. And there's Fennell with the punt. There's nobody back deep for the Cats. And it's going to take an eagle roll And it's still going. And it's going to be down about the 31-yard line. So the Lady Cats volleyball team, they played Hackett this past week. They lost the match, but it was 3-1. So Hackett's a pretty good team this year. So the Lady Cats are doing pretty good. Getting a win on a good quality team. It's always good to build, getting a victory over a good quality team. It helps build morale and just build towards your next game. Next week's schedule will include senior night against Clarksville on October 11th and the conference finale against Green Forest on October 12th. The Lady Cats will host the district tournament this year. So we got a timeout against the Bearcats. It'll be the first timeout of the second half. We got 4 minutes and 48 seconds left to go here in the third. It's 49-6, Cats over the Eagles. For Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. We'll take a little break. Be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. All right, we're back here in Mayflower. Desmond Collins in at halfback. And Garrick Barr is also in at fullback now. Blazing Jones is in at receiver. And Scantling is in at receiver on this side. Dunn Daniel is in at halfback. Looks like Ferris Daines is in at left tackle now for the Bearcats. We had a fumble. Garrick Barr recovered it. It's going to be 2nd and 8. It'll be a false start against the Cats. We're going to back them up 5.
The Bearcats, 5-yard penalty, replay 2nd down.
We'll try this again. Daniel goes in motion. It's going to be Barr up the middle. And maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Pablo is going to come in at receiver. So 3rd down. So Pablo's been in on defense and special teams. Now he's in on offense. Maybe they'll throw it to him. Pablo's pretty quick. There's 9 seconds left on the play clock. And legal shift against the Cats. Cats are kind of shooting themselves in the foot, but usually you get the younger guys in. It happens until they get a little routine going, get used to it, and get some time. They have played, though, some this year, so I don't know if they're still just a little anxious or what, but we'll try it again. And it's going to be heading off to Dunn Daniel. And Dunn's still moving them legs of his. So it looks like the Cats are going to punt the 2nd time tonight. Looks like Fennell's going to be back deep for the Eagles. Rylan Ray. He's been averaging about 40 yards a punt. Nice kick. Good kick. And it's filled about the 25-yard line. And I'm sorry, that's Robertson back there. Still on his feet. Cameron Osborne with the tackle. And I think that's Cade Smith. Miss Rhodes getting onto the band. They're getting excited, playing their own little game over here, and she's telling them their game going on. I did try to get Mr. Rose to come up here and be a guest commentator, but he said he was good. You can probably hear him over the speakers, so he was, I think, good with that because he's got his own little bullhorn down there. Gailey's going to be quarterback. He's looking this little screen. He's going to be down at the 40-yard line. That's Stewart on the reception. Cody Elliott, though, in the area. Looks like you have Gage Bouchard in at your defensive tackle over here on the left-hand side. Our old buddy Lent Sims, he's on the far side at defensive tackle. Matthew Crosby's in at nose man. Looks like Tayton Ross is in at middle linebacker. And let's see who's going to be on the stop. Got a couple cats in there on stop. Be a first down, though, for the Eagles. Crosby on the stop there for the Cats. Desmond Conley's going to come in, and Tatum's going to come out. And more than likely, unless they're going to snap, well, yep. So that's the end of the third quarter. It's 49-6, Bearcats over the Eagles. We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we are back here in Mayflower, Arkansas. I'll be quiet and just let you enjoy the band just for a little bit. All right, so it's a first down for the Eagles. They have the ball on the 48-yard line of the Bearcats. Gailey's going to be your quarterback, and it's going to be handoff to Morris right up the middle. And it looks like Cade Smith and Matthew Crosby in there on the stop for your Bearcats. Be second and about 6 for the Eagles. Ball is on the 44-yard line of the Bearcats. And Gailey looking, and is caught by Fennell about the 26, 27-yard line. Okay, nope, he's putting it at the 29-yard line. From Ethan Obar, it is 35-12, center point on top of Prescott. He says Knight's doing everything right. So they got some big guys on the line. And Robertson looks like he's going to go in for a touchdown. That comes with 11:08 left to go here in the ball game, and it's 49-12, Bearcats over the Eagles.
Looks like they're going to go for 2.
They're going to go for 2. Looks like the same formation pretty much that they went for, except they got a guy split out. That's Fennell back there, and he's going to run over here. I don't know how that's not a hold on Cody, but anywho, 2-point conversion is good. So it's 49-12 left to go here in the ball game. Bearcats over the Eagles. Let's see if we can get you some scores. Well, my phone's loading.
Internet's not very good here.
Yeah. I do want to say thank you to everybody that's out there watching. Thank you for being patient with us. again, we are going off Isaac's hotspot. So we do appreciate y'all being very patient with us. Do apologize that you missed the first part of the game. It is on Booneville Bearcat live stream on Facebook. It's a little shaky. I was trying to hold my phone still as best as I could. I did get Dunn's interception, but I'm not quite sure if I got him running into the end zone. But that's where the first part of the game is on Facebook. So looks like guys back deep. Deepest guy's going to be Garrick Barr, number 24. Blazing Jones is on the far side. And Brendan Dove is closest guy over here. Here's the kick from number 7. It's just a little bounce. Brace Blanson's going to get on it and run backwards, and they're going to say he's going to be down at the 25-yard line. So good. Cats get a little break there because he's tackled at the 20. All right, got some scores. Greenwood is up 33-10 over Salem Springs. Let's get some. Shiloh is up 28-14 over Prairie Grove. Little Rock Mills is up 28-24 over Clinton. Lamar's up 13-9 over Waldron. That's at halftime. I don't think Waldron's really won a game this year. Coach Doug Powell having a tough run this year for the Bulldogs. Daniel's going to go in motion. It's going to be Gabar right up the middle. Actually, that's Cody Elliott in there at fullback. Good run there by Cody. And it's going to be about 2nd and 4 for the Bearcats from the 31-yard line. Pottsville is up 24-21 over Dardanelle. That's in the 4th. And Robertson is up 49-0 over Nashville. That's at halftime. Hall is going to go in motion, and it's going to be Cody. He's got the first down. And so the Cats are going to have the ball at the 36-yard line. Hackett is up over Cedarville, 16-12. And Charleston is up 39-0 over Mansfield. It's their homecoming tonight in Charleston. Brendan Dove's going to come in for the Bearcats. Harrisburg and Molina's tied at 12 at halftime. And Paris is up 24-6 over Baptist Prep. That's in the 4th. Looks like it's going to be Daniel getting the ball over here, and he's going to be stopped by number 76. That's going to be Spikes. Do want to give a shout out to Miss Amanda Webb, getting he and Isaac some water and a Snickers. Give a shout out to Miss Amanda Webb, boss from the Boys and Girls Club. Heard Mr. Rick do a good job there at the Boys and Girls Club. I believe they're raffling off a swing from S&W, so stop by there and try to get your name in on that. Desmond Collins is going to be split out to the left. It's going to be 2nd and 11 for the Cats. Tatum comes up under center. Hall goes in motion, and Tatum keeps it, and ball's on the ground. It's going to be a fumble. I think he waited just a little too late. Yeah, it looks like turnover, yeah.
Yep.
I thought so, but so we got after that. There's 6 minutes left to go here in the game. It's 49-14. Gailey's going to be your quarterback. Going to have a timeout for the Bearcats. So 5:52 left to go here in the ball game. And it's 49-14 Cats over the Eagles. And for Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. All right, so we're back after the timeout from the Cats. That's their second timeout. You got 5:52 left to go here in the game, and it's going to be 24. That's going to be Stevens. I don't know why. I am sorry. I've done that all game long. I really have. I apologize. Stevens. I don't know how I could get them mixed up.
A swing pass.
Brendan Dove in there on stop. Our old buddy Lance Sims in there as well. And Garrick Barr on the stop. Atkins is up 36-14 over Danville. That was the halftime score. Perryville is up 60-7 over Two Rivers. That's in the fourth quarter. And Glen Rose is up 14-7 over Bismarck. That's at halftime. Genoa Central is up 25-21 over Jessieville. And Fennell's in at quarterback. He keeps the ball over here on the left-hand side. And he's going to be wrapped up by Mr. Peyton Tatum. So it's going to be fourth down, for the Eagles. See what they decide to do here.
I think they're going to go for it.
Yeah. I mean, you might as well.
Fennell's going to stay at quarterback.
So it's more than likely it's going to be a run. He hadn't thrown it every time since he's been in. I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe a little trap or something, or power to the right. 8 seconds left on the play clock. 4:14 left to go here in the ball game. Fennell, ball's on the ground. He's got pressure from Cade Smith, and Ferris Dane's in there. Let's see. And it's going to be Peyton Tatum again on the stop for the Bearcats. So it's going to be turnover on downs. Your Cats are going to get it with 3:56 left to go here in the ball game. Just let y'all listen to Purple Rain for a little bit. And I was watching the side judge over here talking. I don't know who he's talking to on the sidelines. Tatum comes up under center for the Cats. Daniel's going to go in motion. It's going to be Barr right up the middle. Garrick's still on his feet. He's going to fight for about 3 yards there. 52 in there on the stump. That's going to be Hill for the Eagles. Number 22 is coming in. That's going to be Rainey. Cats taking their time. 2:43 left to go here in the game. 2nd and 8. Ball is on the 36-yard line of the Cats. Barr is your fullback. Daniel is your halfback. He's going to go in motion. Hall's your other halfback. Barr's going to get over here on the right-hand side. And Garrick's still on his feet. Ball comes out late, but he was already down. I will say I like watching Garrick run. He's not a very big man, but he gives it everything he's got, Isaac, and he keeps them legs turning. He does what he can, and that's all you can ask for is from the young man, is just to run as hard as you can, and that's part of being a Bearcat. Just do what you can for as long as you can, and just push through, have the heart, and just keep fighting. And that's just part of being a Bearcat, and that's what I love about being a Bearcat. We got about 1:45 left to go here in the ball game. It's 49-14 Cats over the Eagles. It's 3rd and 10. Ball is on the 34-yard line. Paul's going to go in motion. Garrick Barr gets it though, and Garrick keeps moving them legs. He's going to get up to about the 40-yard line. I was going to say a whole slew, but a whole swarm of Eagles in there on the stop. Going to bring up 4th and 4 for the Cats with 1 minute and 15 seconds. So Cats are going to have to run a play. Give a shout out to our guy David Tharp. Also give a shout out to our administration and everything for allowing us to do this. All you guys out there watching, guys and gals. And just going to have a busted play. And Tatum, he's going to dive forward for about a yard, and it's going to be turnover on down. And the Eagles are going to take over from the Bearcat 41. So you got 30 seconds. Depends on if they get their guys out there in time, if there's going to be a play.
Well, I have to run one play.
Yeah.
Unless they reset the clock.
Well, play clock's at 17. There's 20 seconds. Robertson's going to go in motion. He's going to get a little jet sweep over here. Brendan Dove and Garrick Barr's going to wrap him up, and that's more than likely going to be the final play of the ball game.
Yep, making a final.
And that's going to be your final play. So at the end of 4, your Booneville Bearcats 49, Mayflower Eagles 14. I'll refresh my phone a little bit, and I will get you folks some stats. I'll give a shout out to Mr. Barry Bradford watching. And one more refresh on the phone. Here we go. All right. So your Booneville Bearcats had 41 plays for 475 yards of offense. There's 24 minutes and 45 seconds time of possession. Again, all the yards come on the ground. We lost one fumble. That was just a little bit ago. We have 8 penalties for 57 yards, 2 sacks, and had 2 punts that averaged about 43.5 yards. The Mayflower Eagles had 53 plays for 178 yards with 23 minutes and 14 seconds time of possession. They were 16 of 24 passing, 16 carries for 24 rushing yards, 19 of 37 passing for 157 yards. There was 2 interceptions. Again, Dunn Daniel returned one for a touchdown to start the game off, and then Ray Splinson had one over here. He returned it probably about 10 or so, 15 yards. I'll give the Eagles stats real quick. Your quarterback for the Eagles, Noah Gailey's 19 of 37, 154 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Ooh, the wind's picking up, and I'm losing my papers almost. There we go. The leading rusher for the Eagles is going to be Fennell, 6 carries for 22 yards. Gabe Morris had 3 for 5. Leading receiver is going to be Robertson. He had 3 catches for 63 yards. Fennell had 4 catches for 46. The leading tackler for the Eagles is going to be Stevens, number 24. He had 6 tackles. Stewart, he had 4.5. Morris had 4. And Coterie had 3.5. Spikes had 3. Now, for your Booneville Bearcats, Randon Rays, your leading rusher, he had 5 carries for 108 yards and a touchdown. Trace Hall had 2 carries for 99 yards. Boy, I wish they could give him another yard. I don't know if they realized that or not. Anyways, Trace Hall, 2 carries for 99 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's going to be a career night for Trace. Dax Goff had 5 carries for 92 yards. Rylan Ray had 10 for 61, and Rocky Ross had 4 carries for 61 yards. Brooks had a carry for 21, and then Cody had 4 for 15. Dunn had 2 for 10. Leading tackler is Mason Goers with 4. Dunn, Daniel, and Dax Goff had 3.5, and Welling and Tatum had 3. And that's going to wrap up the stats. Going to wrap it up for me and Isaac. I don't guess I have anything else to say. You?
Nope.
No? All right. So, for Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. And Lord willing, we'll see you next time. And remember, as always, it's a great day to be a Bearcat.